What's up YouTube, this is GeForce from XTS Gaming, bringing you some Battlefield 4 action. This is Team Deathmatch. This is Rogue Transmission. The Conquest map has a giant radar dish that looks something like one of the old James Bond movies, but this part of the Team Deathmatch is played just outside of that. It's one of many modes that are available in Battlefield 4. I'm using the ACW-R here, and I'm also using Shadowplay to record this footage. And Shadowplay is something new for the GeForce Experience. It's a beta version. It uses the H.264 codec that's built into the chip of this GeForce 700 and 600 series video cards. And what it does is basically allows you to record your footage without lag, because it uses a hardware solution as opposed to software. And there's the great counter knife. One of the new features that's available in Battlefield 4 as opposed to Battlefield 3. In my previous video on the Battlefield 4 beta, I was impressed on how good the maps looked. And what I found playing some of the maps in Battlefield 4 release version is that they're all pretty darn good. The visuals, the lighting, the textures, all very impressive. I'm using the GeForce GTX 770, and in high mode I'm getting anywhere from 90 to 100 frames per second, which is pretty good based on this. Since I'm running Shadowplay, I'm not seeing a whole lot of lag in the recording, and that's the beauty of this particular application that comes free with your GeForce Experience. The final version should be coming out in a few weeks. There's a bullet enema. This is a new game mode called Obliteration, where basically the teams are fighting to take the bomb and destroy the other objectives. It's a little bit like Counter-Strike, where the defending team can try to defuse the bomb, and the attacking team tries to keep the defending team from defusing the bomb. But the difference is that both teams are trying to plant bombs at the enemy's control points. The mode leads to some very intense firefights. Here's the typical Conquest mode on Flood Zone map. And the terrain here will change based on if the dam breaks and the water floods the streets. In Levolution, you'll be either swimming on the streets or looking for a boat to get around. And this is the new weapon called the Airburst. And this is not how to use it, basically point blank. You're actually supposed to use that particular weapon by setting the distance when you see lock on the screen and then aiming just above it so the explosion takes place 3 meters behind, killing your enemy when they're hiding behind cover. There are two modes with Shadowplay for recording. There's the manual mode, and then there is the Shadowplay mode. The manual mode is pretty self-explanatory. You hit the button, basically it starts to record. The Shadowplay mode is if you weren't recording and something happened and you thought, God, I wish I was recording. You can hit Alt F10 and basically it will dump to your hard drive the last 10 minutes if you're using Windows 7 or 20 minutes if you're using Windows 8 of video footage. So basically all that footage was captured. I hope you enjoyed this review of Shadowplay on Battlefield 4. Here's some links to my other videos. For now, this is GeForce from XTS Gaming signing off.